I always like to use like sports as an analogy. And so even when you look at your team, right, on the offensive, look at your entire offense, right? Could you imagine if one person thought, oh, you know what, my assignment is not going to be valuable anyhow to that play, right? And just take that play off. You know, what can happen, right? And so it is every position, all right, on the offense, every position on the defense, right? Even if it's far away from the play, it's valuable, right? It is valuable. And so that's just like our vote, man. You know, you might not see how it's going to impact it, but believe me, it does. It does. And we need every player in the game, and we need every player making sure that they participate point blank and doing their assignments, man.
My question is to both of you guys. So you guys spoke about it earlier about resources versus voting. So with the money that's in politics, is there a way that we can transform, our voices and our vote, and transform it being more important than the resources that politicians kind of grapple for?
And that's an excellent question, Byron, because the two things that make politicians act are money and votes. And so with regard to, there's certain communities that don't have the money. There's certain demographics. Obviously, those who are in their 50s on up, for the most part, as a group, have had an opportunity to build wealth, unless they have some specialized, a particular job or some specialized business. So where we have to balance, and we know we can balance, is with the vote. Because no matter how much money a politician may have or a political party may have, it still cannot win, rule, and govern without the vote. And so we need to put as much of our efforts into the vote and understand that if everybody participates and do what they can financially, we'll still be able to compete.
Let me add another part to that, because that was a great question. Because across the country there is a movement for campaign finance reform, right? Because here's the deal: because campaigns have become so expensive, then that means that the only people that can actually run are people with money, right? And so now you have a bunch of millionaires that's running for office, but they are totally detached from the vast majority of constituents that they serve. So how could you expect them to have empathy, right, for that person that's in the hood that's struggling to make ends meet, right? And how they don't have any kind of connection to us. And so with campaign finance reform, it levels the playing field to allow the community to actually have people come out of the community and run for office, right, and have a legitimate shot at being able to get elected, as opposed to just getting out fundraised by a billionaire who could afford to put $1 million or $10 million in his own campaign. I don't have billions to put into a pot. So campaign finance reform levels the playing field and allows people that can contribute to my campaign, and the state will actually match whatever people contribute. So if somebody gives me $25, the state is going to give me $25 to build in my campaign. And so that is definitely, I think, an important piece, because we should not only be forced to choose between two billionaires or two billionaires, right? We should be forced to choose between public servants, and they could very well come from our own community.
Thank you.
And for anyone that's skeptical of, the restoration of, formerly incarcerated individuals, like, I don't know what to tell you. Just listen to Desmond. Why would you not want someone like Desmond voting and participating in our democracy? It just, I don't know what to tell you if you're still skeptical of that law. So, on behalf of the Social Impact Committee, I want to thank both you guys for sitting down, having this conversation. It's over the virtual format, but hopefully one day we can sit down in person and discuss more things. But I have a ton of notes. I have a lot more to learn. You guys give us a lot of good information, though. So we're here to encourage people to vote, learn about your local elections, learn about the national issues, all that. You can go to dolphins.com/vote. And we have a lot to learn as professional athletes. We're still learning, but we want to participate in this democracy and help make our community and make United States a better place.
Amen. Hope you guys learned something and hope you guys are encouraged. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility. So vote.
We gave you information. You guys and the Social Impact Committee gave us inspiration. And that's what we need. We want to inspire people to take this precious right to vote seriously and to take action and vote. You guys doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
I love y'all both, man. And love those shirts.
Sitting down with Desmond and HT, they're both legends. They've done incredible stuff. So I just learned a ton in the last hour. So I encourage anyone, if they have time, to listen to that conversation. I'm still learning a lot, and so I encourage everyone else to continue to learn and study and participate in our democracy, help make our communities better places.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video that we just made. Incredible speaking to H.G. Smith and Desmond. Those guys were extremely informative. You know, what it really comes down to is doing your part in this country. There's no room for you to sit there and complain, but then look back, you didn't vote 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago, or you haven't voted in 20 years. This is your chance to participate, to create action, to change what you want in your community. So there's a lot of stuff to learn in that video, but it's all good stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it.